Hey guys, I am making a small rant because I went to a Guitar Center recently, and over the last, I'd say, 2 months, I have had the absolute worst experiences I've ever had shopping anywhere, at any store. It's insane. So the first thing that happened is I picked up an Ibanez RG, and I was looking at getting one of the Iron Label guitars, and it was between that and a Sterling Majesty, which I ended up getting the Sterling because I just wanted to try one of the John Petrucci guitars, and I really like it. But the person at the desk didn't know anything about it, didn't know how to look up information on it, couldn't tell me when it may be in the store, couldn't tell me if they were expecting to even carry it. He said, "Well, we got a new Cutlass," and I said, "Okay, but that's not the one I want." And he goes, "Well, it's a really good guitar," and insane. Um, the you know this is stuff they used to know. When a guitar was coming out, the salespeople would go to NAM, Summer NAM, Winter NAM, whatever, and they would research, they would ask, they were interested. Now they couldn't give two shits about us, about their customers, or about the products in their store. They're just there to make a buck, which is pretty shitty. You work in a music store, and I think you should take some pride in that. Um, I went to buy some strings the other day, and I literally waited in line, actually not even in line, at the desk, for long enough to decide to download a stopwatch app on my phone and rack up about 10 minutes on that stopwatch app to buy this. Strings. I mean, I could get that at a dozen other shops. I was in the area, and not one salesperson came up to me and said, "Hey, would you like to pay for that?" They just walked up to the counter. I think one of them said hi, and then I was about to say, "Can I pay for these?" And he walked off. So, good job there. Um, you know, I I was going to buy an amp, and it was a PV. It was 6505. The amplifier didn't. It was used, and it didn't come with the foot switch. So I said, "Okay, well, I'd like to order the foot switch." And the guy said, "Okay, cool." So he goes to the Guitar Center website, and it's not on their website. And he looks through the store, and he says, "Well, which one do you want?" And I told him which one I wanted. And he said, "Well, we don't have it in store." And I said, "Okay." So he goes, "Well, let me see if it's on our website." So I just kind of sat there, said, "Okay." And then, uh, it wasn't on their website. So he just kind of looks at me blankly and says, "So, eBay has lots of stuff." Are you fucking kidding me? eBay. Seriously. So I just said, "Can you can't order it from PV?" And he says, "Well, we kind of, he does all this kind of horsing around crap." And I said, "Is there a manager I can talk to? Like, because this is insane. I can't believe you guys can't order a product from the company." He goes, "Oh, yeah, let me see if there's a manager available." And actually, I don't even think he said that. I think he sat there, and I had to say, "So can I talk to a manager?" He said, like I said, "Is there a manager available?" He said, "Yes." And then he just looked at me blankly and said, "Well, oh, would you like to talk to that person?" Well, fucking course I would. That's why I asked. So he gets the manager. The manager comes over, no issue at all. Orders the foot, orders the foot switch, gets everything done like it used to be. No big deal. So then the amplifier, it was on some sort of police 30-day hold, like you have to do. And I went to go pick it up, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And the sales guy comes up and says, "Hey, someone will be right with you." And I said, "Okay, I'm just here to pay off an amplifier that's been released on police hold." And he said, "Oh, okay." And everybody scattered. I was of zero interest to any of these fuckers because they weren't either going to make a commission, if they even make commission anymore, or whatever. I was priority 0. So I sat there for another 10 minutes, and I was about to do the stopwatch thing again. This had been probably about a month between the 2 visits, I guess. So I go to the manager's office, and I said, "Hi, I'm here to pay for an amplifier that's come off police hold." And he goes, "Okay." I said, "Well, I can't seem to get anybody to help me. Can you help me?" And he finds somebody. But this is why you guys are in such deep shit. This is why everybody goes to Guitar Center and just goes, "Well, what kind of hell am I in for today?" Nobody wants to deal with you guys. But we have to, because there's usually lack of a better option. And it's kind of like Disney, where you guys just think because you're one of the only games in town that you can be this giant bag of dicks to all the musicians. But we just got a Sam Ash. And Sam Ash will give you a $10 gift card for every $50 you spend at their store. They will give you a $10 gift card if you buy a guitar at their store and bring it to their open mic session every Wednesday. You can earn up to $520 a year in store credit by playing the guitar you bought from them and take lessons there. And they sell band instruments and orchestra instruments. So, I don't know. Guitar Center, you better do something to unfuck yourselves, because this is some crap. This is one of the worst experiences I've ever had with any company I've ever dealt with in almost any aspect of my life. And I get that with all the other problems going on today in the world, that this is such a small deal. But, this is bigger for you than it is for me. So, hopefully you guys can do something. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't even know who's going to see this video. I really don't. And for those who have seen it, thanks for watching. But it's insane. Another example, I bought an amplifier last year, and I returned it. And the guy says, "So do you want it returned to store credit, or do you want it put it back on your credit card?" And I said, "I'd like it put back on my credit card because I've already bought the replacement for it." And 3 weeks go by. Not 3 weeks. Like a week goes by. I don't see anything. I go to the store and they say, "Oh, he returned it as store credit, and we're not sure we can cut you a check for that." And I about lost my shit because it was about $1,200. It was for an Engel iron ball head. So, I don't know what to say. Hopefully you guys can get it together, because I would love to continue to shop at your store, but for for stuff like this, it's just, no thanks. I'll avoid it.